The year is 2020. The event, Gridlife's Midwest Festival. In the class, Street Modified. Jackie Ding and I are in another heated battle for a track record.
All right, I hope we can watch a full flyer of Sean Krebsbach. They swapped the clutch overnight to get that car going again. Again, first dry sessions out with a new track record just set for FCP Euro Street Mod, and that Evo is one of the contenders at every event for track records. One of the cars that holds multiple track records really across the Gridlife track canon, whatever you want to call it, the lineup of tracks that we race at, and that RS Motors car now down into turn number 3. Looks like it's a little bit pushy this morning.
Yeah, a lot of bumps down there. Is it bumpy over there in 3? I haven't.
Not a lot of bumps, so maybe a little bit of suspension work needed on that car. Maybe a little bit of underdamped as the car. You can see it kind of bouncing in the front end, but he's now down into turn number 5. This lap doesn't look magical, I'm not going to say, but that sometimes is the fastest thing, and you can just see how fast that car gets up and goes. Now works its way towards turn number 7. Sparks as the front end dives, and definitely I think that car needs a little more front support to get it handling a little bit better, but it's got the power right now. Krebsbach sawing at the wheel coming through turn number 8 and flicks it back into turn number 9. No brakes at all, just lifts and tucks the nose, and now powering down well over 100 miles an hour, 110, 120 probably before he hits the brakes coming into turn number 10. B setting up nice and wide so that he can use all of that all-wheel drive power. Now tucks down for a late apex and rockets down the back straightaway where, as you said, they'll be closing in on 150 miles an hour.
Up through the gears now and shifting and making sure you get to your maximum velocity here, then slamming on the binders for turn number 11, rotating through, catching a little bit of curbing on driver's right. Not a lot there to use, but just use a little bit. Now track all the way out to the gravel trap and come back to the stripe. We'll see if this RS Motors Evo can go quicker, cross a line in FCP Euro Street Mod, 132.2.
Holy cow. That is 0.5 of a second faster than Jackie Ding went, and I'm going to go take my shoe off and eat it because I said this lap doesn't look amazing, but he just reset the track record in that car by 0.5 second. Jackie Ding standing on the sidelines holding his hair going, I need another session now, but Street Mod is no joke.
Now we reset this record in the very next session, and I can finally show you guys the footage because I found my GoPro that I lost at this event 3 years ago. Jeremy Swenson and I used to have a trailer together, and it landed in one of his boots. He hasn't worked since 2020, and a few weeks ago he finally put his boots on and found my GoPro in his boot. So we finally have footage of that video. We'll show you guys that in just a minute. We almost didn't make the event. We got all the way there and found out that the clutch was warped. We couldn't shift gears. So I called up MA Performance to see if they had one. They ended up having one in stock. Ronnie happened to be coming there that night. Now Ron picked up the clutch at about midnight in Minneapolis and drove all the way to Michigan throughout the night and got there at about 9 in the morning. We already had the transmission and clutch off of the car, threw it on, threw it all back together, and got out for the next session at about 11:15. Barely made the session, went out for that lap you just saw on the live stream. Now this is one of my favorite moments in Time Attack, working on the car like mad, trying to get laps in, setting records. Once, twice, Jackie Ding was right behind us. He was only a few tenths behind us. So it was just, it meant a lot to me that weekend to go out and be able to perform in just 2 laps that we got. There was a lot of rain that weekend. I think we had about 9 or 10 sessions. It was a really long weekend, but we just kept getting rain, and we couldn't get dry sessions. So just to come out on top after all that work that we had to do with the clutch was super rewarding. So I hope you guys enjoy the video.